Thanks very much, Cockers. We all know you haven't got a heart, mate, so I don't know what you do with a pacemaker. Look, can I just say congratulate you all for coming down to Sydney to bring this protest to Parliament. Guy Fawkes in 2000-2001 was an absolute disgrace. National Parks and the RSPCA were not convicted by a court for one of the worst acts of animal cruelty I have ever seen. There were mares there. There were mares that were shot and foaled whilst they were dying and left alive on the ground. I have the photos. And any aerial culling or any culling by rifle of Brumbies, as far as I'm concerned, anywhere in Australia is totally inhumane. You know and I know if you are going to shoot a horse, the shot has to be accurate. You can't do it with a long rifle from a distance, and especially from a helicopter or any aerial device. It should not be allowed. We stood in opposition in those days and condemned the government for the action they took. They then had a backflip and said they wouldn't aerial cull. It is now being reconsidered by the National Parks and Wildlife Service, which to me is totally unacceptable. Can I commend my colleague, the member for Monaro, John Barilara, for the stance that he's taken in this, and he has my total support. John, to your electorate, the people of my electorate will stand behind you and support you in this fight. Once again, congratulations for coming down. You have my total support and continued support in your fight against this move by the department. I don't think it's a governmental move, but it's one that you and I and my colleagues have to take a message back to that chamber, as we've done in the past, and just say, not on, fellas. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Andrew, and I echo Andrew's comments. Guy Fawkes was a reminder of how sometimes government gets it wrong, and it was before my time in Parliament, but that story, those photos, that period of time has impacted on my journey in politics. And from the outset in 2010, when looking to run for politics, I made it absolutely clear that I supported the heritage value of those fantastic and majestical horses in the mountain. What actually upsets me with the whole process, and I have criticism of MPWS, I have criticism of the process in relation to getting community feedback that has played an important role in designing the draft management plan. Yes, the New South Wales government and the Minister, and I congratulate the Minister that he's ruled out aerial culling. He's ruled out aerial culling, which is great news. But if you read the report, people within the bureaucracy, within the department, still had aerial culling on the table as a method in managing horse numbers in the park. To me, that sends a clear message. There's a cultural issue within the department that they have not let go of the idea that horses somehow have no right in the park. You know, every member for Monaro, prior to my time, including myself, sit in that house and during their inaugural speech, talk about the fantastic Snowy Mountains, the Snowy Hydro Scheme. We quote the man from Snowy River, Banjo Patterson's man from Snowy River. We talk about the Brumbies. We talk about the iconic value, the heritage value, the right for these beautiful animals to be in the park. And yet government or agencies within government still want to get rid of these animals, these beautiful horses who have a right to be there. They've served this country in war. They've served this country in law. They've served this country over and over again, supporting the families, the communities, and yet our department, our agencies, our bureaucracy still don't get it. I sit in the House, I don't understand the zest that NPWS has in eradicating these horses, yet they don't have the same zest when it comes to pigs or deers or rabbits or any other pest animal. There's been admission by NPWS that the 6,000 number they talk about is an estimate. It's just an estimate, yet they're prepared to put in a plan a target end of 600, a culling, not knowing how many horses are there, what impact they actually have, I mean, for me, it's madness. It's absolute madness that this management plan is actually outlining a way to destroy these animals. And this isn't about reducing numbers. It's the eradication of these beautiful horses out of the park. When you're talking about numbers like 600, you mean you're going to make these animals extinct in the park. I don't accept it. I don't support it. I've been vocal about it from the outset. I've been vocal in the recent debating of a petition. But you know what? This is only going to change if you continue your fight. You raise your voice. Sorry? It comes back to you raising your voice, being heard, because we haven't heard, and we're only listening to the small minority in the community that actually want to eradicate these horses. So I congratulate. Well, who knows, mate? I've got a whole heap of conspiracy theories. Sorry? Well, you know what? I'm in government, part of this government, and I'm committed to making sure that we get to the end of all this, and that we support the horses. But look, congratulations for coming out today, sending your message loud and clear here in Macquarie Street. Without you, we can't do it, but I can guarantee there are voices, there are people in this government, in this parliament that will back your cause and protect these beautiful animals for the years to come and generations to come. Thank you.